So after much searching myself for the Surface Duo, I caught wind that just maybe it was on display at a Best Buy deeper in Queens. So I hopped in my car, jumped on the highway to see if just maybe the rumors were true. On our way to see the Surface Duo. Woo! First things first. The physicality of it. Quick look on the outside. This thing is so thin, it's stupid. The videos and what they say does not do this device any type of justice whatsoever. Get your volume, rocker, power button, I assume. This would be your fingerprint reader. Beyond that, it's just a smooth device. And when you open it up, I think the best way to describe it is it's a digital book. Like I said, I wouldn't consider this a phone. Yes, it can make phone calls, as you can see. You pull it up, you do get your keyboard, but I think that is a secondary function, if anything at all. This thing is 100% a digital mini workspace. Just holding it in your hands with your stylus and all does not evoke the feeling of cell phone. It's more along the lines of, what do I need to get done? Let's see, do these things work here? And there it is, the double apps work. I press one, what's this? I don't know what I even pressed, but it opened up just fine. It jumps a little, but that's to be expected. This is not the full software. And this is pre-production software, as they say. I think they said it's from March. This would be YouTube and what? YouTube and news. So you can watch your videos here and read up on your stuff here. And it's in such a form that, like I said, it's more of a book or a newspaper. You want to consume information on this. It's not the device you want to play around on if you can avoid it. It really makes you want to do something. It really is a mini Surface computer. See, can I get to... There you go. I guess the only thing I have even similar to this would be my V60. But of course, this software is much more clean. The way it moves from screen to screen, the way it looks, it's just a really nice design for what they've done here. See, and let's see if we can do the what was it? We open up an app. The photos don't work. Is the pen alright? It's a little slow. Where is this? Oh, and that's how you move it from screen to screen. Oh, and you know what? It slides from screen to screen so easy. You would think that the hinge in the middle would be an issue, but it knows if you're holding the middle to just move over. Let's see, how do you do the full screen? Yeah, man, that's very intuitive. Something like this make a lot of people's lives way more easier. So the camera is up here. So it's looking at me with my V60 doing the recording. And it's a nice large screen to see what you're doing. The screen size definitely is not an issue. It's not too big. Take a quick picture. Taken. Let's see what that looks like. That's not bad. I mean, unless you are a photography hound, who it's all about the picture. Well, no, can't log into anything. I did log into my OneNote, just so I can see how it writes. But yeah, that's just easy and intuitive and natural. I wonder if I can just write out something. And note how the keyboard aligns itself on this side so that you can type with one hand because it's on this screen. It's the little things that they thought of that makes it that much more interesting to use. Is there a pen writing? Translator, themes, thumb, one-handed. Because it signed me out of OneNote, so I can't actually write for you. Let's see, what else do we have here? Phone dialer. Allow, whatever. I don't know what you want to do. Allow. That's fine. You would speak like that. Though it's a little wide in the hand because it's so thin. It doesn't feel uncomfortable to hold. And if this is more your style, so the buttons are right here for your left hand, which is probably how I might use it because I use my left hand when I use my phones most of the time. This would definitely be how I would use it if I can find a way to protect the back screen. But note how the back screen is not even turned on unless you actually double tap it. So the screen is off at all times, so you know you don't waste power. And like this, it's just a phone, a very wide screen phone. And you go through your pages just like that. There's just a little concern that when you're holding it, your back fingers are stuck on the back screen. People are used to being able to grip their entire phone, but with this one, maybe it's because this cord is in the way. If I turn it upside down, though, does it adjust to be? No, it doesn't. Yeah, but even this isn't much better. Let's check out the typing experience. It feels like my Windows phones from yesteryear. At Hotmail. Alright, we are in. Look at my pen. My pen. Okay. Alright. Let's just do some quick notes here in Page. Now what I found here, when you write with it, there's a noticeable lag compared to the new Note or even my V60. Now, I know that the Duo is not 120 hertz screen, but even my V60 seems to write a little smoother than this. Don't mind my handwriting, please. But because of the shape of it, you actually feel better when writing. It feels like you're on a little pad. Let me just erase this. See, it's weird. It's a little buggy when writing. I don't know if it's because my hand was on the screen, but maybe there's no palm rejection. But it's a little weird. Yeah. But it does feel good. But that's the hardware. Whoa. Can I get away from myself there? I don't know what that is. It just feels good to write. Or it just feels good to hold it. It feels good to hold it while you write. But the writing itself has work to be done. When compared to other similar devices. Now, let me just think that that's a pretty long note. But really, if you are into the Microsoft ecosystem at all, something like this would be a really good bridge between your at-work computer and your at-home computer. There really isn't not much you can't do as far as the Microsoft ecosystem goes. Take your notes, do your LinkedIn or in your emails, all of that, because the two screens allow for it. I'm not adding my account here, but you were able to have your email here and read it here, a lot like the V60. So, I mean, in essence, there isn't that much more this is doing than my V60 is doing, where it just looks and feels better than the V60. The V60, yeah, it looks and feels better than the V60. With the V60, you have to know you want to use that other screen, because that other screen adds so much weight and girth to the device. This one, as it's made with all this in mind, it feels purposeful. Like, this is just the way it is, and it's made in such a way that it is easy to use, lightweight, and comfortable to use. I mean, to read on this, to write on this, to do, I mean, Office on this, I'm sure, I wonder if this where my pen is not finding all of the touches. Oh. Let's see this here, Nightmare Myth. This was me. Let's start something new. In case you do know, I also write. That's cool. So you can actually have your works here, your stuff to pull from on one screen, while actually doing the writing on this screen. I wonder, does it have? I don't know. I was curious if it had writing to text, but I don't think it does. So let's just try to type out something. Oh, it does have swipe. So let's check out this swipe. Oh, there it is. Function, no, that wasn't right. That was my fault. Functionality. Swipe works fine. Now let's see, if we do it this way, what happens? You get the full mini laptop experience. Let's check out this. Wait, I think it. Well, I think somehow I did something and it kind of froze up. It's a good for, early software. Now let's try that. Okay, now let's go that way. Mini laptop go. Okay, it's not coming up. I don't know what I did to make it upset. Well, that was interesting. A little buggy with some of these things. Not sure why. Well, like I said, pre-release software, but interesting nonetheless. Check out these wallpapers. Let's try green wallpaper. Why not? Let's do cool mushrooms. Apply. Go. I have to say, it's a very interesting device. Very interesting device. Whether it's worth $1,300? For the right person, yes. For most of us, no. If you're getting this as your sole mobile phone, I would have to err on the side of caution, because this phone comes with a lot of caveats for its high price. No waterproof. I mean, that's not a big deal to me. The 120Hz refresh rate. No headphone jack, which is a bummer. No NFC. But if you're saying, well, you know what, it's this or the Fold 2, to add what you need to make this a complete device, as in a way to do touchless payments, you would have to add a smartwatch or a smart band. You'd have to get yourself a stylus pen and a case. All that would, if you add up all that, it might run you the same price as the new Fold 2, which doesn't have access to a pen or waterproofing either. So, I mean, it really is a toss-up. You can get a lot for the price of a Fold 2 if you do this and add a bunch of neat accessories. And in all truth, this is probably the more interesting device overall. With that said, I'd have to say that this device will be worth it for a few people, because it is just an amazingly well done device. The hardware is just amazing. The modes, you have your tent mode. You can stand it up, watch what you're trying to do, whether maybe a movie, Netflix. If it's the other way, you have your camera. That's the tent mode. You have your book mode, where you can actually read and get all of your emails and such. you have your phone mode, where it's just like any other phone. You have your buttons here. You press that to sign in. You make your calls. Whatever's going on with that, I don't know. Well, a little buggy, like I said. I'm sure they'll have that fixed by the time this thing is released. But it's a lot of, yeah. Then you have your tablet mode, and it just works great. Definitely something I will look into further. This is an amazing little device. Anyway, with that said, this is NG, the Neon X, and the Surface Duo. This is what I'm into.